Hello Flyers and welcome back to the channel. I'm very excited to get started today with a new offering from XFly, the twin 40mm SU-57. Here are the specs. Please feel free to pause this if you want to take a more detailed look. The packaging was very good and secure. Most manufacturers have that down to a science today. Finish on this was top notch with no errors. There is a low parts count, really only the wings and elevators to assemble. The instructions are clear. The first step is to attach the wings. You're going to be putting in the carbon spar and then attaching the aileron connections. Be sure not to pinch any wires when installing the wing. Each wing is attached with 2 hex screws. The plane does come with the hex wrench included. Step 2 is to attach the full flying horizontal stabilizer to the fuselage. You line up that metal pin with the receptacle on the fuse. It slides in easily, but be careful when you're lining it up that you don't bend or break the receptacle. The stab gets attached with what looks like a flat-headed wood screw. I recommend using a regular screwdriver. The small hobby-sized screwdrivers may be a little too small to get the leverage you need, but be careful to not over-tighten. This page in the manual shows where your elevator should be in the neutral position to maintain level flight. At this point, I do recommend centering your servos so that you know that you're actually leveling it out according to the manual. Connecting the linkage to the horn is a little tricky because it's tight. If you do not have ball link pliers, you can use needle nose pliers like I did, but just be careful. The elevator is set with a little up trim to maintain level flight. And this is what it looks like when everything is working correctly. The plane comes with optional fixed gear. The assembly here is pretty quick. To do the nose gear, you're going to slip this metal ring around the nose strut and then feed it through the hole in the bottom of the fuselage. The nose gear does come through the other side inside the fuselage. You're going to want to put this on a flat surface so that the gear stays in place. You're next going to want to install the steering servo linkage. Hold your finger firmly on that linkage and press down so that the grub screw toward the rear lines up with the flat spot. The kit does come with that hex wrench to tighten. The next step is to pop in the main gear, which just push in, hold the wing firmly, and don't force it. The next couple steps are easy. The nose cone pops on with a magnet, and then on the rear, that array also pops in with a magnet. As you can see, you get nice twin 12-bladed fans, which I'm expecting to have a really nice sound. Here you are with the finished product. Now, the only mod that I made was with the hatch. You don't have a clasp to hold on to, so I used this tape method, which you're probably familiar with. You fold it over halfway, put it on the hatch in the back, and stick it. And then when it's in the fuse, it gives you something to pull on. This way you're not squeezing that hatch all the time, which is going to create marks. This is the manual page, which shows the CG, which is about 50 millimeters back from the leading edge. As you can see, compared to the plane, there's this little indentation, a circular indentation, that appears to be where the CG is. Manual calls for 4S packs anywhere in between an 1800 and 2600 milliamp hour. I don't think anything lighter than a 2200 is going to work, because with mine, I have the 2200 pushed all the way forward and it balances. I think anything less than a 2200 will be too light. Once again, thanks for watching. Please consider subscribing. It helps the channel a lot, and I appreciate you coming by.